Okay, so sounds like you're gearing up for a job search, huh?
Yeah.
And you've got your eye on this RoleCatcher thing.
Right.
You sent over a ton of info about this platform, and wow, they've got everything.
Yeah, they do.
From resume help to interview practice, even a paid co-pilot AI option.
Mm-hmm.
Wowza. So, of all this stuff, what's got you the most curious?
Well, what I think is so fascinating about RoleCatcher is how it tackles this huge problem we all face, like that feeling when you're sending your resume out there and it's just going into a black hole.
Ugh, the worst.
Right. And they're really laser focused on this idea of helping you beat those automated recruiting systems.
Ugh, don't even get me started on those things.
I know,
It's
right?
like you're talking to a wall. Like there's no human even looking at my resume.
Exactly. And that's actually where RoleCatcher's AI comes in. It
Yeah.
uses, get this, natural language processing to actually analyze job descriptions.
Right.
To figure out what employers are really looking for, between the lines.
It's like having a secret decoder ring for job ads.
Right. They even have this whole 3-step process to help you make the most of it.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Walk me through it.
Sure. So first, you use their tools to analyze the job description. The AI picks out all the essential keywords, skills, even the tone that the employer is looking for.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you're not just guessing, you're seeing it through the eyes of that recruiting AI.
So you're speaking the AI's language from the get-go.
Exactly. And that's just step 1. Step 2 is where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
You upload your resume and RoleCatcher scores it.
Scores it.
Yeah. Against that specific job description, because let's be honest, we all have multiple versions of our resumes floating around.
Look, don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Which is so frustrating because how do you even know which one is the best?
That's the beauty of this. RoleCatcher actually tells you which version scores highest based on what the AI analysis says.
Oh, wow. No more second guessing. That's amazing.
Right. And then, step 3, this is key, filling the gaps. So let's say even your top scoring resume still isn't quite there.
Right.
RoleCatcher points out the skills or keywords that you might be missing,
Oh, interesting.
and even suggests ways to naturally work them in, because it's not about changing who you are or anything. It's more like
Right.
presenting what you already have to those algorithms in a way that they'll love.
Sneaky smart. Okay, so it sounds like RoleCatcher is way more than just a resume optimizer.
Oh, for sure.
What about the actual interview, though?
Yeah.
That's always the part that makes me nervous.
Of course. And they've got you covered there too. RoleCatcher has this massive, and I mean massive database of interview questions.
Hold on. How massive are we talking?
Over 120,000 interview questions.
120,000.
Wow.
Who has time to prepare for that many questions?
Okay. You're not supposed to memorize all 120,000 answers, all right?
Okay.
The point is, they have questions for everything, different careers, industries, individual skills, you name it. It's like having a massive playbook for any interview scenario.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Right?
But it's one thing to, memorize the right answers. It's another to actually be able to deliver them under pressure,
Absolutely. And RoleCatcher knows that. They don't just throw questions at you.
Okay.
They also give you guidance on what each question is really asking, what mistakes to avoid, even example answers as a starting point.
It's like having a personal interview coach right in your pocket.
Right. And it gets even better.
Okay.
So RoleCatcher's Copilot AI, this is the paid version.
Mm-hmm.
It actually gives you AI-powered feedback on your practice sessions.
Oh, wow.
You can record yourself answering questions, and the AI analyzes how you're delivering them, your tone, pacing, even your body language.
Wait, hold on. The AI analyzes your body language, too.
Yep. It's like having a virtual coach giving you feedback on every single aspect of your interview skills.
That's next level. But let's be real for a second. Sometimes landing a job is about who you know, not just what you know.
Oh, 100%.
Does RoleCatcher help with, the whole networking side of things, too?
You're absolutely right. Networking is crucial, and RoleCatcher has not forgotten about that at all. They have a whole section dedicated to helping you manage your professional network better.
So it's like a souped-up LinkedIn, but built right in.
Kind of, yeah. You can import your existing contacts from other platforms. You can organize them, track your interactions. But here's where it gets really strategic. You can link your contacts to specific companies and job applications.
Wait, I don't think I follow that.
Oh, okay, sure.
Can you explain what you mean?
Yeah, so let's say you're applying for a job at some company,
Yeah.
and then you realize, oh, I actually know someone who works there. You can link that contact to the job application within RoleCatcher, so you have this visual reminder
Okay.
of who you know, and you can reach out really easily.
Okay, that's incredibly helpful.
Right.
I can see how that would be really useful.
That could work.
It's like RoleCatcher's connecting all the dots for you.
Exactly. It's all about being strategic and using your connections.
Wow. Okay, this is a lot to process, I've got to say.
Mhm.
So we've got AI-powered resume help, this huge database of interview questions with personalized feedback, even strategic networking tools. It sounds like RoleCatcher is really trying to cover all the bases. But what does all this actually mean for someone who's out there right now, in the thick of a job hunt?
It means you don't have to play the job search game blindly anymore. RoleCatcher is giving you the tools to understand the rules, optimize how you're approaching it, and really showcase what makes you stand out.
Right.
And get this, they're even offering ways to be discovered by employers, like completely flipping the script.
Whoa, hold on. Discovered by employers. Now that's intriguing. Tell me more about that. Okay, so you're telling me I can ditch that whole spray and pray method with job applications and just let employers come to me?
Yeah.
That sounds amazing, but kind of hard to believe.
I know, right?
Is that for real?
It's true. So RoleCatcher has this feature.
Okay.
It's called Get Discovered.
Okay.
And it flips the script on how we usually look for jobs.
Okay, tell me everything. How does it work?
So remember how we talked about the AI analyzing your skills and all that? Well, employers can actually use RoleCatcher to search for candidates too.
Oh, wow.
They put in their ideal profile, and then RoleCatcher plays matchmaker
Okay.
and matches them with users who fit what they're looking for, which could be you.
So instead of me, scrolling through endless job boards every day,
Right.
I could have companies knocking on my digital door, so to speak.
Exactly. It takes a lot of the pressure off of you.
I love that.
Yeah, and even before you get to that stage, RoleCatcher has this other cool tool
Okay.
to help you figure out what kind of doors you want to be opening.
Okay.
It's called the Career Compass.
Okay, career compass. Like where this is going, tell me more.
So imagine a tool that basically maps out potential career paths for you based on your skills, your interests, your goals, like all of it. It's like a GPS for your career journey.
Sign me up. So how does it actually work? Do I take a quiz or something?
It's kind of like a quiz, but it's way more in-depth than that.
Okay.
You put in your current job title, maybe your dream job title, or even just a field you're curious about.
Okay.
And then based on that, the Career Compass shows you potential paths.
Oh, cool.
And suggests specific roles that actually align with, what you're looking for.
So if I'm feeling a little lost,
Yeah.
like I know I want to change, but I'm not sure what kind of change,
Right.
this could help me narrow things down.
Exactly. It just helps you visualize where you are, where you want to be, and those steps in between.
I love that. So it's not just about frantically applying for every job you see.
No, not all.
It's about exploring your options.
Exactly. And speaking of finding jobs, once you've used the Career Compass to kind of get your bearings, RoleCatcher can actually help you find those dream roles without the usual headache.
Oh, tell me they have a magic job board that only shows me amazing opportunities.
It's practically like that.
Okay.
So remember how it integrates with all those different job boards? Well, instead of you having to bounce between different websites all day,
Right.
you can just search across all of them directly through RoleCatcher.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's super streamlined.
Okay, I'm sold on the streamlined searching.
Okay.
But finding the jobs is only half the battle.
Right.
What about the application itself?
Yeah.
That dreaded cover letter. No.
Don't even get me started on cover letters.
I know, a little worse.
But RoleCatcher can actually help there too.
Okay.
They have this built-in cover letter builder, and it's surprisingly easy to use.
Okay, color me intrigued. What makes it so special?
So it starts by asking you some basic questions about your experience, what you're applying for, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then it gives you this template that you can customize. But here's the best part. If you've got the Copilot AI subscription, the AI will actually look at the job description and then suggest specific wording and phrases to use.
Get out. Yeah. So it's not just a fill-in-the-blanks template. It's like really giving me personalized advice.
It's like having a professional cover letter writer on call, but without the huge price tag.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so we've talked about finding jobs, tailoring your resume, even conquering cover letters.
Yeah.
What about that networking side of things?
Oh, yeah.
Like actually connecting with people?
Yeah, I mean, networking is still so important, and RoleCatcher gets that. Remember how we talked about importing your contacts into the platform?
Yeah.
It's way more than just a list of names.
Okay, what's so special about it? I've been like so overwhelmed by all the cool features.
It's a lot. Okay, so you can organize your contacts into different categories.
Okay.
So maybe it's people in my field or former colleagues, whatever makes sense to you.
Right.
So you know exactly who to reach out to. But get this. You can also link your contacts to specific companies and job applications.
Now that is strategic.
I know, right?
Okay, explain it like I'm 5.
Okay, so let's say you're applying for a job at, I don't know, tech company X.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute, I actually know someone who works there.
Right.
You can link them to that job application right in RoleCatcher.
Okay.
So you don't have to go digging through your emails or LinkedIn.
So I have that visual reminder right now.
Exactly. And then you can even keep track of, like, your interactions.
Oh,
Did you reach out to them? What did you talk about? All within RoleCatcher.
Wow, that is some next level organization. It's like having a CRM for your network.
Exactly. So much better than trying to remember everything when you really need it.
Okay, I'm convinced RoleCatcher really seems to have thought of everything. But let's shift gears for a sec and talk about the actual experience of using this platform. Like, what's it like?
That's something I really wanted to touch on because at the end of the day, if a platform is impossible to use,
Right.
no amount of cool features is going to make up for it.
Exactly. Spill the tea. What's the verdict? Is it actually enjoyable to use?
I'm happy to report that RoleCatcher is actually incredibly user-friendly.
Okay, good.
They've clearly put a lot of thought into making it, easy to navigate.
Music to my ears.
Oh.
But I need details. What makes it so user-friendly?
So for starters, the design is really clean and modern. It's not overwhelming or anything.
So easy on the eyes.
Exactly.
Which is important when you're spending hours on there polishing your resume.
Totally. And the layout is really logical. Everything's where you'd expect it to be. The navigation is super straightforward.
No getting lost in a maze of menus.
No mazes here.
Or clicking through a million pages to find what you need.
Nope. And they have these really helpful, visual cues.
Ooh, I love a good visual cue.
To guide you through the process.
Give me some examples.
So, when you're filling out your profile, there are those progress bars that show you how complete it is.
Oh, yeah. I love those. It's so motivating, like you're playing a game or something.
Right. Or, they have those tooltips that pop up if you hover over something you're not sure about.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, so you don't have to, search for a help article or anything.
Yay, right.
It's very intuitive.
I love that. Okay, but let's talk about personalization for a sec.
Okay. Yeah.
We touched on this with, the AI features.
Yeah.
But in what other ways does RoleCatcher kind of tailor the experience to me?
That's a great question because personalization is key, and RoleCatcher does a really good job here. One thing they do is they let you set up job alerts.
Oh, cool.
Based on, your target roles, industries, locations.
Okay, so I can tell RoleCatcher what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And it'll basically keep an eye out for me.
Exactly. No more endlessly refreshing those job boards.
Worse.
I know, right? They also have this recommended jobs feature that suggests opportunities based on what you've told it you're looking for.
So it's like having a little personal headhunter.
Right. And the more you use RoleCatcher, the better those recommendations get.
That's amazing. It's learning about you as you go.
Exactly.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's be real. No platform is perfect, right? There's always something that could be better.
Of course.
So based on your experience, what do you think RoleCatcher could do, maybe, to improve?
One thing that comes to mind is the mobile experience.
Okay.
They do have a mobile-friendly website.
Right.
Which is good, but a dedicated app would be even better. Yeah.
Definitely. Having an app just makes it so much easier. You can check it on the go, get those notifications.
Exactly. Plus, they could really, tailor the features for mobile.
Oh,
maybe you could record those practice interview videos right in the app.
Now, that would be cool.
Right.
Okay. Anything else you would maybe tweak or change?
I think they could maybe add a bit more to their career resources section.
Okay.
They have those guides, which are great,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm imagining more video content,
Oh, interesting.
maybe interviews with people in different fields, tutorials on specific skills.
Yes. Video is so much more engaging
Right.
than just reading something.
Totally. Yeah. And even some interactive stuff.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Like quizzes
Really?
to help you figure out your strengths or simulations to practice those job search skills.
I love that. So it's all about making the job search, dare I say, fun. Okay, maybe not fun,
Right.
but definitely less painful.
Definitely less painful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we wrap up here, What's like the one big takeaway you want our listeners to remember about RoleCatcher?
Honestly, job hunting really doesn't have to be this awful, soul-crushing experience that
Right.
we all dread.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher proves that there are tools out there that can actually empower you,
Okay.
give you an edge, and just honestly make the whole process way less
I
stressful.
love that. It's about taking control of
Yes,
your own career journey and
exactly.
going after what you deserve.
Absolutely.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much for walking us through all things RoleCatcher.
My pleasure. It was fun.
And for our listeners, if you are ready to level up your job search, head over to rollcatcher.com, see what it's all about.
Yeah, check it out.
Until next time, happy hunting, everyone.